Sorry, part 2. That is so not fair. But he knows Thursday is treat day. And so he does bad things that he should not do. And then, for some reason, whoops, he gets rewarded for it because it's a treat day. Okay, now I'm even more confused. There we go. Less confused. This is not his treat. It's my treat. Because, dun dun dun, I got stung a bunch of times a day by yellow jackets when I ran over a yellow jacket nest. And I'll tell you something, benedrtl is one woozy of a drug. I did finish mowing one house, but not the house I got stung at. They set up a line of defense on the tree line. These are yellow jacket bees that live in the ground, mud honeys, whatever you want to call them. They totally set up a line of defense there. And on the other side of the house, they had a grid defense. I'm not kidding you. Fortunately, because God said, wear long socks this morning, so I wore the long socks. I don't often argue with God when I get instructions in the morning, because generally in the morning I'm pretty tired because I've been living out 3 or 4 lives in my dreams. If you don't believe me, take over some of my dreams. I beg you, take over some of my dreams. So anyway, dog has done wrong things since he came home. Yes, you did. You're a bad dog. You know it. But I didn't catch you doing it. Back up. So I can't punish you. Doesn't that sound familiar? I didn't catch you doing it, so I can't punish you. Is that the whole of the law? Yeah. My white feet. My white hands. My tan legs. My tan arms. Bark, 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 bark. It's only like 1 or something. But I don't know, we'll find out here in a second. It's 2 on the nose. Rock and roll. 2 on the nose. No, 220, excuse me. I think I've been awake for 5 till 2, however long that is. A long time. Oh, goodness gracious. Haven't been working the whole time. Only worked for 2 hours. 10 to 1. 3 hours. Right. I already lost my chicken. Where'd my chicken go? I lost it. No. So this is day 3 of wasting money on food. And there is plenty of food leftovers, that is, at this house. But I don't want to be in the stupid hot kitchen. Now, there's one. Looks just like I had freckled skin, except reverse freckles. Oh, that's scarring. Anyway, so the yellow jackets made it inside my shirt. The blue thing. The yellow jackets made it through those socks. But when I peeled down the socks, I am positive that the stingers were also removed with the socks. But then I went back and they set up a string line perimeter across the trees of the backyard and a crosshatch pattern on between the house and the garden shed in the backyard. And when I went driving through that, they chased me all the way to the front door, where I got off the mower thinking I should tell her, hey, I can't mow your backyard today because there's a whole bunch of super pissed yellow jackets in your backyard and they're hunting me down. But she didn't come to the door, neither did the blind son that lives there. And 2 yellow jackets followed me all the way in there. One of them got in that blue shirt. No joke. So I got bit up this pant leg. Not bit, stung, I guess. And also, which I'm not going to show you, my armpit area. It's been 2 years since I got chased by yellow jackets, it seems to me. Because last year I had him. So it must have been 2 years ago. Because I was on my BMX. And hit the rotten stump. And they followed me home. Killed 2 inside the house. In the curtains. They're trying to get escape. And I was like, no, you bit me. Die, die, die! Isn't that right? Oh, goodness gracious, people and their civil war. I should show you the feed on my screen. It's a bad feed. And there's not a whole lot of people that are talking about it. Oh, that one right there. Stingity sting sting sting. Benedrtl works like a miracle drug. I will tell you that. Oh, yeah. Health pro tip, health tip. Benadryl works, but do not continue using heavy machinery if you're reduced to using children strength stuff and you don't know how that translates into adult strength Benadryl. I think it's 25 milligrams for one Benadryl pill. And it seems to me I was taking 50 milligrams back in the early 80s when I weighed between 120 and 140 pounds. Um, so I would totally think that I should be taking 3 25 milligram excuse me, or 75 milligrams of benadryl at my current weight of 290 pounds, whatever the hell I weigh. However, I really don't take a whole lot of drugs, and I try to take half as much as what is recommended. And so I took 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of children's benadryl, duck 3 hours ago. Yeah, because Dad was all like, it's quarter to noon when I was at the end of my doing that, so that's like 3 hours ago. And it did not work immediately. I'll tell you that for damn sure. But it did make me high. Benadryl high. Benadryl with 12% Bahama Mama Blue Motorcycle high. But that was just a cup of drink. You know what I'm saying? Like I drank a cup of drink. Right, and it was 12% drink. And I didn't drink it all at once. I sipped it. Just to let you know, I didn't like slam that and take the Benadryl. I took the Benadryl and sipped on the drink. And here I am now. But I definitely do not feel I understand where the stings happened, but I don't feel any pain from there like I did before. Kind of like my empty fish tank. There used to be a fish in there, and now there's not a fish in there. You tired, puppy? You stay on guard? Anyway. So... Oh, and Dad fixed the weed whacker. Woohoo! He broke it. And I gave him money to go and have it fixed. But instead, he fixed it. I am so proud of him. I don't know if you understand what I just said, other than mechanically inside your head, you're like, son is proud of father for fixing weed whacker. Yeah, it is so much more than that. I don't know, like, give him a trophy. Proud. Not a participant's trophy, but like, you did it! Trophy, if that makes sense. A patch for a shirt. That kind of thing. Because I really did, I'm not making any money. I'm not. Well, I've saved $100 in the last 2 months, which is pretty good considering how little money I'm making. I mean, considering I used to make $1,100 a month, and now I'm making $400. Yeah, and I saved $100. So before, I would have saved probably 250, 300 bucks. Because it's expensive to mow a church in terms of gas. But anyways, but still saving money is saving money. I'm good at it, and I'm happy for it. Hooray! But I really didn't want to spend money on a brand new weed whacker that I just bought. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's brand new. I don't want to fix it. It's brand new out of the box, brand new, and you broke it. But he fixed it, so good job, Dad. Phew. Sorry. If you can't tell someone how you're panicking, like, hi, I'm panicking right now. Because I think this person's gonna break something. And they do. And you're like, well, I'm not a prophet. I just knew they were gonna do it. Yeah, you gotta tell people this stuff in your life. Just telling the dog doesn't cut it. So, like, scarf, scarf, scarf. Yeah, that's right. Do you care? Scarf. In our interview, do you care? Bark, 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 bark. No, he doesn't care. All he cares about is if I got a bed and a place for him to lay down on. What is on your pee-pee? Nuts. I don't want to worry about that. Anyway. So that got fixed, which is really good. And then I went to work today and got chased down by mud honeys, yellow jackets, bees, whatever you want to call them, and stung in all kinds of private places. And took benedrtl and drank a cup of 12% alcohol.